Okay, I'm back again with a quick review of the APC mobile power pack that I unboxed last week. And like I told you in that video, I was going to do an initial charge and get to use it for a couple of days, and I have. My overall experience has been great with this device. Definitely surprised me at how long the battery on the inside of it lasts. And it's just an overall great built device. Unlike some of the other ones I've had, it's nice and solid. I'm squeezing on just about all the corners. I don't hear any weird squeaking or groaning from plastic parts rubbing together. It's a very solid device. Feels solid in the hand despite the fact that it's almost completely made out of plastic. In fact, the only thing that's not plastic is this little center insert, which is brushed aluminum, and then the little APC sign is a little metal sign with a nice little textured feel to it. So some of the things I like about this device is the fact that you don't have to recharge it every day. Since it has a 10 watt-hour lithium ion battery on the inside of it, it charges up fairly quickly. It only takes about 3 hours to charge the device, and it runs my various different devices for days before this thing dies out. And also, you don't have to charge this thing every month or so like you would have to if it was a nickel cad battery. You can pretty much charge this thing every 3 months. It will actually hold a full charge for about 3 months before you have to hook it up to your computer for an hour or so and charge it up. So I did some tests with 3 different devices. First of all, I used my old AT&T Tilt, I used my iPod Touch 2nd generation, and I used my 1st generation Microsoft Zoom, and it was able to charge all 3 of these devices up to full, which my old device, I used to have this iCharge that I didn't really like because it used a proprietary connector that required many different dongles to charge various different devices, and with the APC it just has a normal USB port. So like I said, the advantage to this is that it will charge anything that uses a standard USB port, and that can be recharged via USB. It has no problems charging these devices. And I believe this phone has just a massive battery in it. If I can show it to you right quick, that's the entire battery for this phone, and you can see it's pretty large in comparison. It's not bigger than the APC, but definitely you can see that this is a pretty large battery to be charging. And it does actually warm up when you're charging it, which I thought was going to be an issue for the iCharge because you're losing a lot of energy via heat energy when you're charging this battery. And this device had no problem charging it and still had juice left over. So definitely glad that it can charge various different devices. Recharge times for these phones and iPods and everything like that were relatively the same as if you were using a wall adapter or a computer to charge it. Also, specifically, I just did a little beta test, not a beta test, but stress test with my iPod Touch, and I was surprised at the results. First of all, the iPod Touch was about half charged. I went ahead and charged it up to full with this device, and I also ran the iPod Touch streaming Pandora radio with the display brightness all the way up for around 13 hours, and this device still had over 50% of its energy left in it. The only reason I didn't continue on with the test was because I actually went to sleep on this thing. I mean, it was just so long that I forgot about it. My iPod was still streaming music in the morning. Of course, it did go on to its battery power eventually because this device has a special feature built into it, which goes on to power saver mode if you haven't pressed the status button for 20 minutes at a time. Usually I'm checking the status of this battery anyway, so that's not that much of an issue for me. But if you're leaving your device for a number of hours, definitely keep that in mind, that you're going to have to press this button every 20 minutes in order to keep the unit on. But like I said, it's a very powerful device. It's very nice looking, and for the price, I think it's a great deal. I only paid, I believe, $27 for this, shipped to my door from Amazon.com. I think it was a great deal. I haven't used a device this small and powerful yet. And I hope to use it, you know, for a long time now, because, you know, basically when I was driving, I would have the GPS plugged into the cigarette lighter, which means I couldn't plug in my USB charger into the cigarette lighter at the same time. And I was usually listening to my iPod through the aux jack in the car. And what I would find a lot of times is I would either halfway kill or fully kill my iPod just driving around all day. And with this device, I can still have my iPod fully charged driving around all day. You just have to worry about pressing that status button every 20 minutes or so. So like I said, great looking device. Definitely like it. Even the status light looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a little lightsaber. It's a lot nicer than those 5 LED things that blind you at night. And I like the device overall. It's definitely one of my top mobile devices now. Like I said, it's pretty cheap on Amazon. You should expect probably no more than $30 if you're going to order this, and I'll put the link in the sidebar for you guys to check it out. Don't forget to rate and comment on this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.